Welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for you, Cancer, for the week of December 19th. It's week 51, almost done with the year. What I'm going to do for you today is a pretty simple relationship spread, kind of get your energy going into that week, and then get their energy going into that week so you can kind of get a good idea of what to expect. Get some forewarning instead of no warning. If there's any meanings that come out that don't quite make as much sense as they should, I do have a second deck here for clarification purposes. So with that said, let's get Cancer's energy going into December 19th, December 18th. It's that Monday. What does Cancer have to look forward to for that week? And hopefully nothing bad, but we're gonna find out. All right. I always try to do 3 cards. So what we have going into this week is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is deception, it's lies, it's the energy that you have going into it is either you doing this or you feeling that you are being deceived. And I think that is more so the case. And then you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is harmony, it's opening up. And then you have the Tower, which is a big change. Is a my wife would say the rug being pulled out from underneath your feet. It is a big break of patterns. It could also be a big change that could support stronger bonds. This energy going into this, I think you're holding on to something. There is a truth that you are holding on to, and you want to expose that truth. You want to open up about what's been going on, but you're reluctant because you're afraid that it's going to destroy the situation that you have right now. That's what I'm seeing here. Like clear as day. You are holding on to something. I'm not saying that you're lying to somebody. I'm not saying that you're purposely deceiving. I mean, technically it would be purposely deceiving if you're holding something back. But if there's something on your mind and you've been afraid to open up about it, if you've been afraid to, release your emotions and show and say how you feel, because you're afraid it's going to just destroy everything that you have, this could be a moment this week where you feel like your relationship is fragile and that any rocking of the boat could just tear the whole thing apart. Or if Cancer, if you're in the situation where you have a romantic interest and things aren't quite, like things are going good, but they could be going better, but in your mind they could also be much worse. So you're kind of in that keep the status quo. That's exactly what this is with this relationship. Whatever it is, it's built on status quo. You're holding back something, a powerful emotion, a powerful truth, because the Six of Cups is harmony, but you're really afraid that it is going to rock the boat to the point where it's just going to destroy everything. Tell you what, I'm gonna clarify this Tower. Let's find out what that fear really is. Get to the bottom of that. The rest of it's pretty clear, I think. It's this Tower that's got me. So You have the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer water. This is what you want to have happen. This is your desire, is for it to happen and to move on. Whatever this truth is needs to happen so that you can move on. But you have a repeat of that Seven of Swords. It's that deception. And then you have the Devil. The Devil is an unhealthy relationship. It's addiction. It's just, you know, things that are controlling. It's so hard to really pin down, because the Devil represents all the worst parts in a relationship. Are you afraid to confront something in this relationship that is damaging to you? You're afraid that that person's going to move on with the situation, be it a current or a potential relationship. If there is an issue about control, if there's an issue about just being unhealthy in this situation, are you afraid to address that because it could be worse? That maybe you think that, you know, they're full of lies. Your addiction, or not your addiction, but your deception, you are holding something back. You are holding back your feelings because you have the harmony. You want to experience the harmony, but you are afraid that it's going to destroy everything, because it could not be moving on. I know that sounds kind of confusing. I'm trying to get my words straight. You are afraid that it's not going to lead to moving on like you want. It could lead to more lies. It could lead to more deception. It could lead toward, you know, developing an unhealthy relationship. And that's why I was saying that you don't want to rock the boat. You have the right intention, but you're afraid of the outcome. I mean, you are in a rock and a hard place. Cancer right now, this week is not boding well for you. You want to say your piece, but you're just afraid of the problems that it could cause. That's a hard situation to be in. Let's find out what their energy is going into it. As if they're in the right state of mind, this could be the time to address it. Let's just hope that for you, Cancer, this person is going into this week in a good place. So they're going into it with the Page of Cups, flirty, romantic. And then you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a logical approach. It's the truth. It's using your head. And then you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is feminine energy, openness. So now I can see why you don't want to rock the boat. They are in a good spot in their mind. And whatever this truth is that you have, this commentary, this fact about yourself or fact about them that you've noticed, whatever this is you're holding on to, this makes sense why that would be a hard week to want to rock the boat. That person is being romantic. They're actually joining in the fun. And excuse me. And they're logical. They're being, you know, upfront and honest about things. They make sense when they talk. They're being very eloquent with their wording. And that Queen of Cups, the openness, that this person is strong. And I completely understand. Like, it makes sense to not want to rock that boat when the other person is in such a good position. Sometimes, though, you got to. you can't move on to a calmer situation if you've got demons in your closet scratching, trying to get out. If you want to have the best peace of mind is understanding that there is going to be consequences to either action. If this person is, yes, their energy going into it is positive, but I'm not, if they're doing something that is negative, that's their energy going into it. This doesn't necessarily represent the things that they have done either before or during the situation, but you've seen it. But since they are putting good energy into it, it makes sense not wanting to do anything that's going to disrupt that and maybe bring about a actual opposite change where they become a pissed off, angry person the whole week. But here's a flip side to it. If you don't do something, yeah, this week might be okay. You're going to be holding on to something. It's going to be scratching at the back of your mind. But if you don't address it now, what happens later on? If they have a behavior that is damaging to your relationship, damaging to your mentality, if you validate it by letting it continue, it's only going to get worse. People get set in their ways, and that's how a lot of problems start, is people have been doing something so long that it's like, why is it a problem now? Well, you're the one having, this outcry, this hasn't been a problem up to now. Why are you having such a problem? Maybe the problem's you. It could be easily turned around onto you, Cancer. This problem, whatever it is, could be easily pushed on you if you don't address it early. If you don't speak your mind, if you don't get this off your chest and, understand that, yeah, this could change the behavior of somebody for the rest of the week, just get it out in the open. Yeah, this person's got good energy going into it, but who's to say that whether you do something or not, that energy is not going to change? They are a completely independent person. They can do what they want. They can feel how they want to feel. And if this behavior is damaging to you and they continue doing it, you are the one that suffers, not them. Their behavior is being validated. Their behavior is being seen as good. So address it. Do what you got to do. Get this off your mind. Get it off your mind, because even if it does cause problems, you're still going to move on to calmer water. You are still going to feel the relief that you have said your piece. It's out in the open. And that means that they're going to have to address it. Even if they want to blame you, they still have to do introspection. They're still going to be thinking, why is that my fault? But they're not going to be thinking anything unless you put that truth out there. So, Cancer, with all that said, please leave me a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you, and like and subscribe. And Cancer, I will see you next week.